Here we go into the final video of our series walking through a cleaning company example, Shine and Smile Eco Clean, talking through how they could take their client touch points and fold them into HubSpot rather than taking HubSpot and forcing it onto their business. My name is Ryan Schweihart. I help organizations consolidate their client operations into HubSpot. If you haven't watched any of the previous videos, I think you'd probably want to go back and watch those. This one will be should be pretty quick, and we'll talk through some of the last things, the post-sale touch points of our cleaning company example. But yeah, so we'll dive into it. Um, Again, just as a recap, we have our client map for our recurring cleanings for our avatar Marina. And then we've got our two channels, referrals and social media. We've been focused a little bit more on referrals from a friend and not even necessarily like a formalized referral program, but basically just someone saying, hey, I use this cleaning company. I really like them. Here's their website. So that's what we've walked through so far is basically someone going on to Shine and Smile's website, clicking on Get an Estimate, and going through the cleaning process, the quoting process, the payment process, how we have all that built out in HubSpot. If you're still tuning in, the thing that I wanted to add that I probably haven't mentioned, or I don't think I've mentioned in previous videos, is leveraging AI. And a lot of the templates and emails and stuff that you've seen put together have been leveraged using ChatGPT. And I've just had a single thread here that I've been working off of to say, hey, can you go ahead and give me this email template? Make it shorter, make it longer, whatever. So not anything too robust, but from a high level, the going saying or whatever is it'll get you 80% of the way there. And I think in this case, that's what I've experienced again as well. So once you do have this information, some of this was um, also gathered the from ChatGPT and some tweaking and whatnot. But once you have this information, you can take it and put it into context files or just copy paste it in future use whenever leveraging it. This stuff's changing so fast that I hesitate to really give a formal recommendation because in a month's time it'll be kind of outdated potentially. So we can very much, if you were to reach out to me and get my thoughts, I very much would give you a more formal recommendation of maybe how to leverage it, um, some of this information, because it can be pretty powerful to take this avatar that we're talking to, generate templates, leveraging whatever AI model you want to use, whatever platform you want to use, Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever it may be. Taking that and personalizing your email communication to that avatar can be pretty powerful. And like I mentioned in one of the earlier videos, maybe there's a second avatar that's more for um, a young tech startup or something like that, and they just don't have time to clean. The verbiage that you're going to use on your website or in an email is probably going to be quite a bit different than what you might use to communicate with a mother of two. Um, and so just something to keep in mind. Wanted to throw that out there, highlight like this isn't meant to be used in isolation or captured one and done. It's very much meant to be kind of an evergreen thing that if you do leverage AI or something along those lines, you can take this information, give it to um, chat, and give it that added context. So getting into the post-sale touch points, basically it's a continuation of some of the stuff that we've looked at previously. Email templates. Again, we're doing it a little bit more manual here initially. As you get your processes honed in and your timing honed in, very much consider putting automation into your overall process um, and going about it that way. One of the big things I think for a cleaning company, a company like this, is going to be Google ratings. There's other platforms that you can try to focus on as well, but I think really focusing on your Google ratings, your Google reviews, um, could be very beneficial to transfer that trust for people that are just coming across you randomly or to something along those lines. So the initial email, we've got two emails set up. One of those emails is again this template, and yeah, so the verbiage that I told ChatGPT to use was say that we have a little competition, which I would think, like, don't say this if you don't actually aren't doing this, but I think it would be good, not only for your cleaners, but just to increase the number of reviews, is to say, hey, we've got a friendly competition going on um, within the other cleaning crews within the organization, that whoever has the most reviews this month, this quarter, whatever that timing is. And the key is that you have to mention my name or the cleaning crew's name in the review. Then I win a coffee or, something like that. But come up with a legit competition that people can send out, and then that should significantly increase the number of reviews that you receive. So basically, all you're doing is once you do have your Google Business profile set up, and I can help you with any of that, but yeah, you just go ahead and put in the link to leave a review. So this one should truly be like grab the template, send it. You don't need to really copy paste any payment links or insert any quotes or anything like that. Should be very straightforward. So here's the first task. And then if you don't get a response, then you may want to follow up email. So that's what is linked here is another template with the follow up email. Thanks for letting us clean your home. We've still got our little review competition going on. Again, manual initially. Once you get the timing dialed in or figured out, consider going, say, 5 days later, 3 days later, whatever that timing is, to send this follow up. Go ahead and implement that. So how do you actually use it? Very straightforward. How we've done it previously. You'll be on the deal record most likely to say, okay, we're in this cleaning done stage. I want to go ahead and send Jane a email asking for a review. Go ahead and click on email. Grab your template. We're in the Shine and Smile Google review. Ask one. Send it. Very straightforward. Very easy. Very, again, automatable once you get to that point. Then we have another one. If they are on something like a monthly cleaning, we may want to go ahead and try to upsell them. We would grab that template and increase cleaning frequency or add add-ons. We've got that template basically asking, do you need a deeper clean more often, or would you like to add a fridge clean or an oven clean? And maybe this is a one-time thing. People might not need their ovens cleaned every month. Maybe it's a once a quarter thing. Again, just ways to continue to deliver value to your clients, but also increase your revenue at the same time. And then the blog piece, again, I'm not getting into with these specific video series. It's very similar to a landing page. Let's say that landing page, like just, yeah, no, I mean, the blog itself, very straightforward. If you could put together a website page or something to that effect, it's going to be similar for the blog itself. But a blog for an existing client that you may want to implement, again, like I mentioned in a previous video, would just be something like more maintenance stuff. What's going to fill the gaps between the cleanings that you all do that they can do on their own? That's going to be a value add and also to stay top of mind. So that way, whenever someone asks them, how do you like your cleaning company? They say great. They don't know exactly why they say great per se, but one of those components is something like a blog that you're truly pouring value in. You're not going for SEO per se, or those types of things. It's like, what would you want as a end consumer in a lot of ways? um, and deliver that to your clients. Also, listen to them. Your cleaning crews will be in their homes, and so they not they'll have they'll see that they're into gardening, or they'll see, whatever, and don't be afraid to, ask your cleaning crew for some of those ideas of what might be of interest to your clients. And also just ask your clients, get to know your clients, and yeah, just find ways to continue to deliver value even outside of the cleaning services that you provide. That's what this blog would maybe be. And then, again, this overall map is not formalized or finalized, meant to be a work in progress that you touch every, month initially, and then maybe every quarter after a certain amount of time, and then once or twice a year. But once you get this map honed in and, all that, it'll be a clear picture, not only for you to refer to, but for new employees to refer to. But again, you can do like a read-only version of this and bookmark it and view it and get to where you need to. Not only you as a owner of a company, but even just the success people, the managers, whoever needs to have access. It gives a full, complete picture of a client map, and you're able to just run a smooth operation. But these arrows here, kind of once they go for a Google rating, if they're on a recurring cleaning, they're going to kind of go in the cleaning piece. And yeah, so you can have arrows depict however they need to show the overall flow of the map. That's where I'll wrap it up. If you have any specific questions, by all means, feel free to reach out to me. There's so much that HubSpot can do that we didn't necessarily touch on. For example, those formalized marketing campaigns and things like that. But again, my aim is to um, get your organization into HubSpot and not force all the features and capabilities of HubSpot into your organization. So I like to keep less is more, start with less, less that's needed, and go from there. But if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I appreciate you watching these, and bye for now.